I had written other history books about women in history, and I never was going to write about the Civil War. First of all of my ancestors fought on the losing side. And so I didn't really have any interest in it. And secondly, it's an awful war. It's a horrible, horrible time in our history where we lost more than 600,000 Americans. And it's a failure of the political system that these politicians could not get to emancipation without war. And as somebody who covers politics and cares about politics, that to me was so dispiriting that I really did not want to write about it. But my publisher had other ideas, and was pretty clear that I was writing a book about the Civil War. So I started to think about that, but I actually had absolutely no idea what that book was going to be. I knew it would be about women. There are plenty of the others. People always say to me, "Why do you write about women?" Huh? I mean, it seems fairly obvious to me, but but aside from the fact that I'm in a skirt, I do think that the other half of humankind should have books written about them. But and I would actually argue that history is not accurate without knowing what the rest of the world was up to. But so I knew it was about women, and I knew that I would make great discoveries. I knew that I would find wonderful women's letters that would just delight me. I have to say, the men's letters, particularly in the founding period, but throughout our history, are so studied and edited and ready for publication that they read as though they were written by those bronze and marble statues, right? Whereas the women's letters are just letters. They're funny and they're frank and they're truthful. There's a concept, and they'll tell you the whole story. In the same letter, you'll read about, well, maybe we should go to war with France, but I need my new hat that I left at home, and so-and-so's having babies and all too often losing them, and here's what the economic situation is. You get the full picture of society and life through women's letters. And you find them, because most of them have never been published, and you find these utterly delightful things.